Hello, everybody, and here we are for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver predictions. You already follow up from our Sakura Genesis predictions, link to that in this video, but we're going to cover another show happening during WrestleMania week on the Wednesday and Thursdays of the week. We have a big NXT TakeOver event happening both on TV on Wednesday and on Peacock, everyone's favorite new network.
Yeah,
Said no one ever. So, yeah. But everybody, how are we feeling about this takeover? And kind of like more so, this is actually more involved, Mania weekend.
Gonna be pretty lit.
Excited. It's a lot. There's a lot of stuff, but
So much
go.
wrestling.
10-match card over on this one, and it leads into Mania weekend. We have SmackDown after this, then we'll get into the show of shows. Showcase of the Immortals will follow it. But on this day, we talk about Stand and Deliver, and we'll go through night 1, then night 2, talk about each match, and you all know the deal from here. But Eric, you have a slideshow.
First, I'd like to announce that much like Wrestle Kingdoms, this is a big card. We are combining NXT's and WrestleMania's predictions together, and the winner of NXT and WrestleMania will receive $100 worth of wrestling merch of their choice.
Hold up, what you just said?
Yeah, that was the prize.
What?
Yeah, we did it. We did it to Wrestle Kingdom. So I won at Wrestle Kingdom V. We did that tiebreaker. Thank you, Raquel Gonzalez.
Wait, so if there's a tie for this, I could just I could pull my Seth Rollins
Sam.
moment. Yo.
Yeah, you
Yo.
can, the heist of the century.
Yeah.
Slam Little can have the heist of the century by the end of this.
Sam Rollins, baby.
Oh. Yeah, don't waste the Sakura Genesis Sam. That's not included.
I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, Sakura Genesis is not including with the Sam, so you can wait
it's
till
not.
then.
Yeah, I'm not cashing it in. Even
Yeah,
if
no,
it's
you
a
don't.
tie.
That's different. This and Mania are all together. So yeah, here we are.
Turns out it's a tie between all four of us. It goes.
Sam wins. Sam would win. Yeah. I mean, hey,
If we're
he won.
doing a stream, I don't even care about copyright. I'm blaring the old Seth Rollins.
I mean, he has it back now, doesn't he? He has it back now.
Yeah, he has it
does
back
he?
now.
Yeah, he has it back.
Yeah.
So let's go. But that's the big news coming into
Immediately
this
get
one
DMCA'd.
as we will move into the predictions. Eric, let's start with night 1 and kick it from the top. Match that was just announced last night at time of recording. It is Pete Dunne versus KUSHIDA. The story is that Pete Dunne said he is the best technical wrestler in the world, and he wants someone to come and prove him wrong, and KUSHIDA is the one to stand up to that. This is going to be a insane match. You got two different guys here. You got KUSHIDA with his fast-paced offense, a lot of limb-focused offense. You got Pete Dunne, similar. No, he's got traditional bruiserweight style, much more strike-focused and grapple-heavy. And I'll start with Sam. What do you have for this one?
Oh, you're starting with me? Shit.
Yep.
Oh.
I do
You know,
remember I
this
won.
could go either way. And it pains me that I haven't been watching wrestling, so I don't know how he's been taking the most L's lately. Oh, poopy. You know, both of these men are just fantastic technical wrestlers in general, and this is just
True.
technical wise. This is going to be a 5-star match, like hands down. Because you got the young guy in Dunne, but Kushida's really not that old. He's still going. He just got signed. They can't have him.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, just a year.
I was gonna. Well, yeah,
It's
you know what
20
I mean by just in wrestling. That's
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was Mania 35 weekend, remember? I remember saying
I'm-
Tim announced and Sam yelled, "What?" from another room in the apartment, I remember.
I
She's
know.
37, by the way.
I know. Is done? No, they're kind of pretty much done. That no pun intended. The that stable with McAfee and
Well, because Birch is injured.
because Burge is
So-
injured.
Yeah, and Ridged himself.
I'm just gonna give it to Kushida, I guess.
Okay. Tim also picked
No.
KUSHIDA for the
Oh
record.
shit, you're right. You were
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember very well how that happened. Because I remember Sam yelling in the apartment when that happened.
What?
Oh jeez, time flies.
Yeah, we're old now, guys.
Oh God.
Eric, you're up next. What are you thinking?
It's a tough one. It's definitely gonna be technical heavy. I was super shocked when both these guys were eliminated from the Battle Royal last night on NXT.
But no, it makes sense.
But I do think that they have more stock in Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Even though Kushida is showing this more aggressive side to him,
Which
but
is
I think
great.
after coming off that big loss with against Finn Balor,
So
who could
KUSHIDA lost to
recover from
Gargano.
it better? Oh,
This is tough. It's really hard.
And what's the point of pushing Dunne if one of them's injured now?
It's just so soon too, because they just announced it, so there's like nothing building up to like give any sense of what they're going with. I'm gonna go Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne. Gonna go with my gut.
All right, Szmyt, what about you?
Very hard choice.
There's 3 words.
Yeah, that's more than all the last video, I feel like.
Pete Dunne.
Okay, that leaves me. Everyone's been so hard about this one. I think this is actually kind of easy. I think it's Pete Dunne that's going to win this one. Mainly because of the whole story of like, no one's as good as me. I'm the best technical wrestler in the world, and I want someone to try and prove me wrong. I think he's going to prove KUSHIDA wrong. He's the young guy. He kind of needs like a bit of a resurgence after what happened at Vengeance Day. He's someone I think who's going to go a long way in the future. They get him back in that upper mid card scene, upper main event. This is the way it starts with a big win at TakeOver. Because I don't think has he won at a US TakeOver? No. Oh wait, no, he won the UK title at a US TakeOver. That's right. And then he won in War Games as well. But he hasn't really won in this like a singles match since.
I'm gonna say Pete Dunne. I'm changing my answer.
So I mean that's fine. It's an across the board except for Tim in this one. Tim said KUSHIDA. So
wow,
we're gonna. But this is hard. But I think it's simple. I think Pete Dunne's got this because I just think he has more of a brighter future. As much as I like KUSHIDA, I just feel like Pete Dunne's got this.
Yeah,
but
it's Pete Dunne.
Moving along, what do we got?
I was always saying, guys, it was Pete Dunne. I knew it was Pete Dunne.
Next up, it is the Gauntlet for the gold. It was determined last night in that huge battle royal to end the show. There's a lot of people involved with it. We're now down to 6, and the entry order has been determined as well. I believe it starts with Leon Ruff. Then I believe it's Isaiah Swerve Scott, Bronson Reed.
I think this picture is in the order of entrance.
Yeah. So Isaiah Swerve Scott, Leon.
You're blocking L.A. Knight.
No,
that's
video.
L.A.
No, that's Eli Drake. It's Eli Drake to me.
But we can't see him. That's the point.
Yeah, but unfortunate. I can always just edit them in otherwise. But yeah, we got them. And here we are. So the order, yep, it goes Isaiah Swerve Scott, Leon Ruff, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, and Eli Drake. Eric, who do you got?
Definitely not Leon Ruff. Get out of here, kid.
Yeah, sorry, kid.
Poor guy. He had a good run.
Yeah. It's tough because, Bronson Reed, they've been putting a lot of stock into him, like who would eliminate him? Definitely not going to be Cameron Grimes. Probably Dexter Lumis is going to eliminate him. Who's going to win at the end? Okay, so I think the matchup between Bronson Reed and Lumis is going to take a lot out of Lumis. And then also Cameron Grimes could also get involved like afterwards. But I'm gonna go with LA Knight gets the victory.
He goes for. Remember, this is a gauntlet, so it's win via pinfall or submission for each part.
Yeah. But there's also that storyline of Dexter Lumis going after Johnny Gargano in the way.
Indi Hartwell has a crush on Dexter Lumis.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with LA Knight. I'm gonna go with LA Knight.
He goes for Eli Drake. Okay.
Knight.
All right, Szmyt, you're next.
I don't watch NXT that much.
Don't admit it.
That's it. Remember when you said that about Impact and Tim got mad in editing?
Wait, who got mad in editing?
Tim, back when Tim edited the predictions.
Oh, yeah, that's
really?
right. I said that.
This is before I took over producer.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that was funny.
Dexter, I gotta go with my gut here.
This one. It's really one. I think it's one of two people here.
It's either Bronson or Lumis.
Bronson. Okay, interesting.
Bronson.
I'm not picking him. I think it's probably gonna be Dexter Lumis.
Yeah,
is what my pick's gonna go
Sam.
with.
Yeah, Sam goes for Lumis. It's really one of two people here. I think it's either Lumis or Drake that wins this.
Really?
So I think it's one of them.
Thing is heel versus heel.
I mean, like I feel like Drake has a problem with just about anybody who comes his way. To be fair, considering how his character is.
That's true. He's really more tweener.
Bronson Reed could also get involved in the LA Knight Dexter Lumis match because LA Knight and
they're still kind of
feuding.
Yeah, for a little bit. And Bronson Reed did beat him, which I thought was questionable because that's his big debut. But
yeah, it was his second match.
Yeah, but his first match looked good in there. I remember.
Fine.
Yeah, but I think because the feud, this feud's been on for a while between Johnny and Lumis too. It's been like a couple months building. I think I'm gonna go for Dexter and Lumis, and then we'll get to that on night 2 for the proper like final prediction. But it'll be interesting. I want to see like how they kind of book around it. It's not a battle royal; it's a gauntlet match instead. It'll be fun, and it'll be a good like probably 45 minutes to an hour segment of the show. Oh boy.
Is this for the vacated titles?
This is it. Yeah. So this match is a 3-way tag for the vacant NXT tag team titles. It is MSK, almost said the Rascals on accident there.
For real.
The Grizzled Young Veterans and Legado del Fantasma, interestingly enough. This is tricky because it came out kind of out of nowhere because of Danny Burch's injury. Unfortunately, all the best to him. And MSK haven't been seen in a while because I believe it was Wesley, who I believe used to be Wentz, broke his hand. And they haven't been seen since then. So now they're back. They're ready to go. And unfortunately, as much as I'd like to see the Rascals win, I think the Grizzled Young Veterans are going to walk away with the win here because they gave the cup to the Rascals.
That is true.
It sucks what happened after that because I thought originally that MSK would win. They then would beat Lorcan and Birch on TV, and then we would get a takeover match between the two. But now it's like maybe they may have them chase a little bit more. And I think GYV, they've always had plans for them to be like this big deal in NXT in the tag division. And I think they've been kind of taking a lot of L's like for a long time. And they have a lot of promise. And I think having them get the win by pinning someone Legado del Fantasma and then having MSK chase them and win them either at an NXT takeover for the summer or on a special episode of NXT, that's a good way to do it. So I'm going to go with the Grizzled Young Veterans. Sam, you're next.
I think I'm in the same boat. You know, I was thinking the same thing. I originally thought MSK was gonna walk out just because it sounded obvious.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, no, the JYV has just come like so close recently, and yet so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 2 years as runner-ups too. 2 years in a row they've been runner-ups.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. But then there's that whole thing. The third time's the charm when they do the next one, and JYV inevitably wins. And I don't know. The thing is, I think the two dinks on the right, I don't even know their fucking names. They're definitely going to take the pin.
Oh,
there.
That's Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde, I think.
Is that Joaquin Wilde, really?
Yeah, that's him.
DJZ, whatever.
That's him. Yeah, that's him.
Wow. That's crazy.
Eric and I saw him live at SmackDown.
Yeah, he's no longer a fly. He's Mexican, even though he's like, Filipino.
Oh, man.
It's like how Jinder Mahal was Indian, but he's actually Canadian.
And it would make sense for MSK to pin the two dinks. I'm gonna say JYV.
Okay, Eric, what about you?
I don't think that MSK is ready yet. I think they need to do more like
they gotta chase,
They're funny little skits too, just to get more fans interested in them because they're so new already. Yeah, they've got a great
matches.
Push
at the start though.
Yeah, a couple good matches so far, but I think they just need more, and they're not quite ready yet. But Legado del Fantasma, no way. It's going to be Grizzled Young Veterans. It's going to be the new NXT Tag Team titles. I think overall, they're just the better tag team. You know, they had a great run with the NXT UK tag titles, and also they have like awesome catchphrase that
and it's Zach Gibson.
Sales. Come on,
Plus it's Zach Gibson. Plus again, the way they lost the UK tag titles was that amazing tag match at Cardiff too. So they had a great reign. The way that ended was one of the best tag matches of that year, I thought too. So yeah. So and that leaves Szmyt. I think you agreed though of GYV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this isn't across the board, but Tim has picked MSK for the record. I originally did too, but now I think more about it. Yeah, Rascals, the Impact specials of the group. All right, moving on. This is a huge matchup. This is not the main event. Not the main event though, because we'll get to that in a second. Could be.
You already know my answer.
Yeah, this is for the NXT United Kingdom Championship. It is the defending champion, Das Ring General Walter, defending against the Blackheart, Tommaso Ciampa, and without his tag partner, Timothy Thatcher, he's kind of been absent for pandemic reasons, to be fair. But it's gonna be interesting in kayfabe too. Easy answer. Walter's winning this easily.
Yeah.
I just don't think Ciampa doesn't need this at all. Like, I think it's kind of there. It's kind of like to fill time for Ciampa, and I think the big thing is the end of the match, new Imperium member, and I think we all know what's going to happen.
In Ciampa?
Yeah, Thatcher.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They've been teasing the whole thing. It's like, oh, yeah, they have history between Barthel, Eichner, and all of them with Thatcher. I mean, more so Wolf, Eichner, Barthel, and Walter have history because of ring comp. And I think by the end of the night...
I mean, the original ring comp was Timothy Thatcher and Walter.
Yep. And now they're going to get back together. I think it's going to be a really cool moment, and they'll start taking more control of both NXT US and NXT UK.
Yeah.
Walter gets the big win as he goes to his big match at Rampage Brown the next day. Eric, you're up next.
I think we're all across the board here.
It's pretty obvious that Walter's gonna win. I think it's gonna be a hell of a match. I kind of wish this was on night 2, so it's not on USA Network where there's gonna be commercial interruptions.
Yeah.
But no, night 1 is also gonna simulcast on Peacock, so I think that might be a better way to watch it, where there's no. I don't think there's commercials.
Peacock, please sponsor us.
Actually,
they're gonna have to edit us heavily though.
Yeah, true. They take a lot of segments that are offensive.
Yeah, I think Walter's gonna win. I felt like this should be a night 2, but then there's that NXT UK
prelude thing.
Prelude thing. So yeah, obviously Walter's gonna retain because even though the other match is taped, he's still gotta kayfabe. Yeah. So
All
Walter is gonna win this match.
And Szmyt, do you go with the Austrian or the one who was born in Boston, that being Ciampa? I believe he's either booked or built or was born there.
I'm going with Walter.
Yeah, everyone just salute Ciampa because he's about to die.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
That poor man's chest.
Maybe he'll chop his hairline off too because I don't like him with hair.
Yeah, give him a haircut.
I think it's so weird. It's so weird. But anyway, moving on, and this is the main event of night 1. It is the NXT Women's Championship. It is the reigning champion, Io Shirai, almost getting close to a year now, I feel like, as champion. So taking on Raquel Gonzalez, who's seen a lot of a push in the past 4 to 5 months. She got the big pin on her back at TakeOver War Games. Remember that, guy? It's kind of how this match came about in the first place. And here we are. They're going to main event night 1. Szmyt, you're up first. What are you thinking?
My gut says Shirai, but then you mentioned the push.
Shirai's had the belt for a while too.
Yeah.
This is I think. I thought this was easy, then last night happened too, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I think Shirai's gonna lose it.
Let's go for Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Anything to add, Szmyt?
No.
All right, Eric, you're up next. What do you got?
It's kind of tough because from how it's kind of started, Io wanted to fight Raquel, so it seems like that way, how that was going, Io's gonna win, but also Raquel has gotten this huge push.
Remember, like I said, she pinned Io at War Games.
Are her and Dakota done?
No, they're still partners.
No.
They're still partners.
Oh, okay.
No, it's still there. So Raquel pinned Io at War Games. Raquel also sent Rhea Ripley out of NXT, and I mean, to put that in perspective, Rhea is challenging Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania, so that's a big deal.
That's massive.
About it. But I'm gonna go. I think Raquel is gonna win this match and win the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah. All right. I'll go next. Actually, this is tough because of I think this is the division has so many people in it too, because there's so many people. There's Taya Valkyrie incoming. Well, Frankie, whatever her last name's gonna be now. We have.
So they did. There is a trademark that shows the last name. I just
there is one. I forget. I forget what it is too. There's her. There's Sari coming from Japan, who's a new signee. Other people are coming in. We have other people getting brought up through the ranks, like Gia Lee. The tag division's coming more into its own as well. So it's tricky because where you go from here is it works either way, because you can do. Io can deal with Frankie after, or Raquel can probably fight to get some baby faces. It's also you can build somebody up to beat her in the long term. I don't know who it would be because it's I have no clue. But I think I'm gonna go for Raquel Gonzalez too. It's so hard because I think this is a pretty tough one because it could really go either way. But I think for now, I will go for Raquel Gonzalez in this one. And I think I had that originally. Tim picked Io originally. But I'm going to stick with my original pick of Raquel as well. And Sam, you are, I believe, the last one up. What do you got?
I'm going to pick Io and just play it safe. I think we're already going to have a title celebration with whoever the new tag champs are. You really can't take too much focus off that.
That's a heel. I mean, this also be a heel victory.
And then that's true in that case. I mean,
they're both heel victories though.
Exactly. So, I'm going to have to say Io and just play it safe. I don't think...
Io.
Io, is that how it is?
Yeah, Io is in New Japan.
Yeah, Io. That's for Punky 3K.
Okay,
but,
yeah.
But you can do it,
Ross
as
long as... That's fine. As long as Dakota and Raquel are together, I don't think they're going to slap the title on Raquel yet. It really wouldn't make too much sense.
Well, they were tag champions for like a minute, and then they
Well,
lost
they were
them.
tag champs, but they weren't
That was
like
dumb.
you can't make the sidekick character the champion and then have Dakota like do fuck all. You know what I mean? Like,
Fair.
Dakota's more the sidekick now.
Recently,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Recently.
and I'm just gonna stick with Yo, and then maybe Dakota turns on Raquel here.
Turns babyface. Interesting.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm just throwing shit out there, so I'm gonna stick with.
It's an idea.
Shirai.
And that's what caps off night 1.
Yo.
Is it's pretty split down the middle. All right, that will bring us over to night 2 of Stand and Deliver as we'll transition over there. Ooh, one of the bigger matches that has been marketed for the show. It is a ladder match, a callback to WrestleMania 10 with this one, as it is to unify the Cruiserweight titles. It was all set up when Shawn Michaels threw a ladder into the ring and then walked away. Literally all he did. Didn't say a word. And then here we are now. It is the interim champion, Santos Escobar, taking on the one who won it at Worlds Collide last year. That was forever ago. Remember that show, guys?
Yeah.
It is Jordan Devlin, the Irish Ace. I'll go first. I'm going to go for Santos Escobar in this one because I think we've seen a lot of this guy, and I think he can do a little bit more with the title before he drops to somebody else. Like maybe someone coming in, maybe someone from NXT UK that isn't someone else like Devlin. But I think you can get a little more out of him. You can argue that he is also probably outgrown the division, to be fair. I don't know. I just feel like they can give him a little bit more with the title, and I think giving a really cool visual of him with both the belts before he kind of has one again, that would be. I really haven't seen a lot of Devlin. I know because travel and stuff like that, but there is also speaking out movement as well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that. That's why I don't like Jordan
they
Devlin.
wouldn't bring him back though if they found out that shit was true. You know what I mean?
But still, I mean, Redacted is also still employed. Remember what Kushida did to him?
That's true.
We don't talk about Redacted.
Yeah. All right, but Eric, you're up next.
I think it's gonna be a good match. I kind of like the Shawn Michaels thing coming out, just throwback to WrestleMania 10, and also because I think Shawn Michaels books NXT UK and he's very high on Devlin.
Mm-hmm. It's like him and Tyler Bate are the big ones for him.
Yeah, but I do think Santos Escobar is going to win this match. I just think he is the bigger star for the Cruiserweight division.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think he is going to outgrow the Cruiserweight division though, unfortunately, pretty soon.
Maybe like in the summer.
Because he's pretty dominant.
Yeah, he's been a great champion, dude. I think like a solid year reign. He drops like someone like a Jake Atlas down the line. That would work for me.
So yeah, King Cuerno is going to win this match.
Yeah, that's what he was called. Lucha Underground. Sam, what about you?
I don't think they'd bring him back if they actually I don't know, and I'm just talking out my ass. He's back. Like, why would they bring him back and not have him win? You know what I mean?
Just to lose the title because people were saying, "Hey, what about Jordan Devlin?"
Oh, that
is. It's been like if you watch NXT UK, that's kind of what's been happening over there. So
there was some people online that saying like Devlin was good. I thought somebody.
I don't know about that. I have to look more into it, but it's all I see when it comes to Devlin. It's like social media posts.
I guess I'm gonna pick Santos Escobar.
King Cuerno getting the dub. And right now, this is an across the board because Tim also picked Escobar. And Szmyt, what about you?
Escobar.
And across the board for everybody, including Tim. You love to see it. So we had each other's throats during this match. Because last ladder match I was wrong about, and that was the Face Revolution ladder match. Sag.
I was right.
Yeah, but then Christian came out. Thank you, Christian.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next match on night 2. Next up, it is a TakeOver title defense, as it is the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships, as it is, I call them, Bark at the Moon, which is Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon, taking on The Way, represented by Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell. I'll go first. I think the champs will retain here. I think this feud between Shotzi and Candice has been going on for ages, I feel like, and Shotzi never wins against Candice, and I think it's about time she finally gets a win at a TakeOver event. She's lost every single one. End the feud in a big way for the champs to retain and get a feel-good victory. There's really not much else to add to that. Eric, what about you?
I'm going to have to agree. I do think Shotzi and Ember are going to retain. I think this match is just to get to the new women's tag titles on like a pretty big show like TakeOver. And then the people in The Way, Candice and
The Way.
Yeah, I think they're doing their own thing that's not really related to tag titles. They kind of have their own thing going on. So I think
Indi
this
and
is
Dexter.
I think it's kind of just a just to get the women's tag titles on a show and kind of elevate them a little bit.
I mean, hey, it's more prominent than the actual tag titles on the main roster. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, not really. I think the titles are kind of like unnecessary, like these ones are. But I mean, I guess sure.
Yeah, I think they're pretty unnecessary. I kind of liked how the WWE women's tag titles can go between all three brands.
Yeah,
I like that.
Not anymore. And I'm like, wait, what? All right. Plus, Adam Pearce is like, oh no, this ref said this match is over. I'm like, oh, what? This is weird. But now here we are. So shit happens. Sam, what about you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Ember and Shotzi. One of the big problems with the original women's titles is they kept fucking putting them on people back and forth.
And tag teams who aren't tag teams either.
Exactly. So I think that these two are gonna retain.
Cough, cough, garbage team. Cough, cough.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, garbage team. Now I just call them Shania now in terms of the main roster ones. All right, and that leaves Szmyt. Are you gonna make another across the board?
Yeah, I think they're just gonna retain.
All right, easy one. All right, moving on. Pretty simple one there. Next up, as a lot of us, I think, so across the board right now, this is Gargano versus Lumis, I believe, for Sam and I, is it? Remind me of the Gauntlet picks that we have.
Yeah.
We have, I picked Lumis, Sam picked Lumis, Tim picked Lumis. Eric, you said Eli Drake, right?
I might change it later. I'm not quite sure.
And then Szmyt, I believe. Szmyt, who did you say?
I said Lumis.
Okay, so a lot of us have Gargano Lumis. Eric is thinking about his still, but I think as of right now, it's him versus Eli Drake. So it is Gargano versus the Gauntlet match winner. I'll go first. I'm going to go for Dexter Lumis in this one. I think this feud's been building on for a while. Lumis has kind of gotten ahead of Gargano and just all of the way in general. Indi Hartwell, for example. Maybe Indi Hartwell abandons the way and gets too infatuated with Lumis that she helps him win, which would actually be kind of funny at the same time, seeing Gargano get mad about that. Something I can commend Gargano for is that his character work since turning heel and kind of getting this whole new stable has been really good. I feel that way, and that was something I always thought Gargano could have used when he was kind of like the babyface good guy, putting all these good matches on. Now he's kind of developed his character. It's helped him a lot, but I feel like this won't hurt him that much. He's had a pretty solid reign. I know it hasn't been a terribly long reign, to be fair, because that was kind of his curse with the title, but now he's kind of addressed that. But I'm going to go with Lumis here. And then I'll pass it off to Sam next for his thoughts.
I think whoever's going to win the Gauntlet is going to be fucking tired and not have enough energy to beat Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano also has the number games behind him with Austin Theory and, the whole Dead Weight family. I think it's going to be Johnny.
Okay. Pretty simple. Good thinking there. Eric, what about you?
I'm actually going to switch my pick from the Gauntlet match to Dexter Lumis because the storyline makes sense. So it's going to be Gargano versus Lumis in night 2. And I think we're going to get a lot of involvement with the people from the way. So Indi is going to definitely get involved by having a crush on Dexter Lumis. But I also think Austin Theory is going to get involved because, he's had his run-ins with Dexter Lumis. I can't remember.
He got kidnapped. He got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Remember?
But Dexter sent him back because he was so annoying.
Yeah, that's what he's like. Yeah, I'm totally fine, guys. And I'm like, something's going on here.
And but I do think Austin Theory could cost Gargano the match possibly.
Or
it just seems like that's how their dynamic seems to be going. And so I'm gonna go with Dexter Lumis winning the Gauntlet, and then he's gonna win the North American title.
Okay, pretty standard. Yeah, because there's also that visual from TakeOver Vengeance Day where they're all walking backstage, and then Lumis reaches out and grabs Theory, which was hilarious, I thought. And that leaves Szmyt. You are the last one up. Who do you got?
Lumis.
That's another across the board. Tim also has picked Lumis in this match.
What? So, I picked Gargano.
Oh, wait. No, I'm an idiot.
I was going to say, hold up. Whoa, wait.
Doy. Never mind. I'm an idiot, as usual.
Valid.
I have a bold theory about this one.
Sheesh. So this, a lot's happened.
Can I say my pick first?
Yeah, Sam. So not much needs to be said. It is Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole in an unsanctioned match.
I think your winner is going to be Kyle O'Reilly, and I think Adam Cole moves up to main roster WrestleMania weekend.
How does he debut, Sam?
I couldn't fucking tell you. Do I work in WWE? No, but
fantasy booking exists for a reason.
Exactly. I mean, God, what match is kind of up in the air right now?
McIntyre versus Lashley is the obvious one for me, actually, when it comes to Adam Cole.
Yeah. I was going to say he could fuck up Drew or something. If he goes to SmackDown, he can make that a fatal four-way match.
He did, yeah. Remember when he debuted?
Did he? Oh, yeah, that's true.
Remember when Adam Cole debuted? Yeah, he beat him back there when he won the title.
Yeah, and that way you can make Drew take an L, and that makes sense.
No, I think it was after Drew wins, and he gets that big pop in front of fans.
Oh, yeah, that is true, yeah. because they need to have Drew win it in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
Drew's gonna win it in front of a crowd, and then Adam Cole's gonna come in and fucking just.
Yeah, so I think Kyle O'Reilly's gonna win this one.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm in agreement. I've also gone for Kyle O'Reilly because I think they have a lot of singles plans for Kyle O'Reilly. And Adam Cole, he's kind of done it all in NXT. He's like the be-all, end-all.
Yeah,
he's won
gone.
everything.
He can,
Dusty Classic, he won it a couple years ago. NXT champion, North American champion. He's done everything he can do. You know, he go to NXT UK, I guess.
Or,
that,
Adam Cole jumps ship and goes and joins his wife.
No.
Oh, he's signed for like
He's signed for like 4 years.
I know.
He's not leaving
feeling.
for a long time. If anything, Britt
like-
Baker would come over, I feel like.
Oh,
I doubt
yeah,
that, though.
true.
He
I
just
doubt
says,
that, though.
Screw this shit.
Yeah,
and
but like
leaves.
they're so high on Adam Cole in general, especially
Yeah,
down in
exactly.
NXT.
They won't let him. They
So,
won't let him walk.
I think
out,
this is like kind of his farewell at the beginning of his farewell tour, and then
Yeah.
eventually, as early as Mania weekend, we'll see him probably on a main roster show. I don't know what show it would be. Raw makes sense because of Drew,
was gonna
but
say probably
we'll see what
Raw.
their plans are. So yeah, Eric, you're next. What do you got?
This is so tough to call because like going into this, like I'm thinking, especially after watching like Prime Target and the promos they've been having, I think Adam Cole, he just seems more ruthless. Just how he's been talking, just the looks, but I'm also kind of scared for Adam Cole to go up on the main roster because he is a smaller guy,
Yeah, we know how Vince
and I
feels.
think if Vince will see him be like, nah, like you
Who's
know,
this guy? This guy was NXT
He's got
champion
long
for over
hair,
a
he's got
year.
slut.
He got
unless he goes over to SmackDown and like. Because I think that would be better. That's better wrestling.
That's
'cause you have
involved in the
Daniel Bryan
triple
over
threat
there.
match.
No,
That'd
I don't
be-
think he's getting involved
no,
in
that's-
WrestleMania. No.
No.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
weird.
I'm thinking like the Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania. All right, I'll go with Kyle O'Reilly. I'll go with
Damn
Kyle
right
O'Reilly.
you
I think there's just more
Yeah.
in store for Kyle O'Reilly in NXT than Cole right
There's
now.
nothing for Adam if he wins this.
Yeah, because like he just say, "Fuck you, Kyle," send him to the hospital again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
no,
Szmyt.
I'm going with Kyle O'Reilly.
So this is not in the cross board. Tim picked Adam Cole.
What a
Why?
idiot. I'm kidding.
I don't know. I'd have to ask him. I'm pretty sure Tim picked Adam Cole as of right now. But
He's Adam Cole.
I mean, if he wants to lose, then sure, I guess. But
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Doesn't want
I mean,
that.
Roderick Strong can still get involved too.
no,
Yeah.
but he said it's all over though. Like he doesn't want to be anything to do with them anymore. And like
Yeah,
Bobby
okay.
Fish is injured.
He's
as usual.
injured.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
usual. Unfortunately, probably heard him still trying to do his Just for Men in his hair. But
That's funny.
Jeez.
How much
All right.
fish could
Bobby Fish, fish, if Bobby Fish could fry fish. Remember that, guys?
I miss the
back-
fucking Broserweights.
Back when Riddle wasn't an idiot on Raw. Okay.
They
All
turned
right.
him in like an ultra idiot.
Yeah, he loves scooters. Okay, we'll talk about that when we get to Mania next week. But the main event, I think, is left, or the big title match is left. I don't know what's gonna. I think this might main event, honestly. But here
Alright.
we
That
are.
does
Holy
sound
shit! This fucking size
pretty
comparison. We have the NXT Championship. It is the reigning and defending champion Finn Balor taking on the man who never lost the belt and has been waiting for an opportunity to arise again. Carrying across. I think I know Sam's pick already from what he's doing in his camera. Yeah, just look
Oh,
at that.
Killer Cross so goddamn much.
Yep. Oh, Eric
So
has a counterpoint
goddamn
though.
much.
So I think I know who
Just
Sam's
messing around.
picking, guys. But Eric, do you have a counter to that?
I don't. I was just messing around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, because you know.
so-
You already know.
Yeah, I originally picked Demon Finn Balor to win, but I don't think that's.
I know. I did hear
unfortunately.
some rumor going
Yeah.
on.
He would
Yeah.
bring back the Demon for
Killer
carrying
Cross
Cross,
would
but
put him in the fucking ground, dude.
but like
I'm
I feel like
sorry,
now
dude.
it's gonna if it's regular Finn Balor, which I think it's gonna be regular Finn Balor, then
It's gonna be regular
yeah,
Finn
I'm
Balor.
sorry, Finn. And much like
No,
he's had.
it shouldn't be regular Finn Balor, though.
Demon's
It
done.
should be
He
Finn.
doesn't want to do Demon. Demon's
If this match was at Mania, then absolutely the Demon would come out for it. But they're not going to do it at Mania because even though he wanted a match at Mania, they're not going to do it.
The
Unfortunately,
only people that like the Demon now are the absolute fucking edgelords. Like,
it's anime profile picture edgelords.
What do you-
Animal anime PNP.
I feel majorly called out. and I
You
feel-
should.
Yeah, mine's just myself now, but still. But yeah, I am gonna go for carrying Cross now that I think more about it. He never lost the title to begin with. This is like this is a match they both wanted to do for a while, from what I've heard. And yeah, he'll get back to where he was. If he loses this match, then I think that's carrying Cross's last match in NXT because they are super high on this guy.
They can't fucking take him out.
Yeah.
Ready?
So it's either Cross wins and he kind of picks up where he left off, or Cross loses and he's going to probably Raw. That's what I think happens here. So, Cross. So Sam has Cross. Eric, you also have Cross, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm going with Karrion Kross. It's funny because Finn Balor wasn't supposed to be in NXT for the song. It was only supposed to be for like a couple months or something. Maybe
Yeah,
like
he
one
changed his mind.
takeover match, and then like how things happened, he stayed there, has had this great championship run. So I think that Karrion Kross is gonna win. He's gonna have his nice little title run that we were supposed to get last year, and then Finn Balor could possibly move back up to the main roster.
I'd say put him on SmackDown.
With his Prince
Yeah,
persona.
I'd say move him to SmackDown if he's gonna go anywhere. I don't want anyone near Raw at this point.
No, don't go to Raw, please.
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm scared. I mean, look what happened on Monday, guys. They split up the Hurt Business, which is an idea that nobody asked for.
They split up the goddamn Hurt Business. I saw that. I'm so fucking mad.
I think we
Literally
all
the
are.
greatest stable. Literally,
The best thing they got going, they fucking ruined it. It's like, are you serious?
Why?
it's like, are you stupid? Like people were loving that.
Yeah, it was.
Is it to take away like the group element, and so it's like easier
Exactly.
for Drew
So
to
you
win?
Guys,
you don't think that
remember-
Bobby Lashley's gonna automatically win at fucking
Vince hates
WrestleMania.
stables, remember?
So dumb. So dumb.
Yeah, but anyway, remember, hey, NXT. That's the thing here. Let's focus on that. So yeah, so that leaves Szmyt. Are you also going across, or are you going to be the differentiator here?
Boss, aka who I call Discount Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, he does look
What?
like
That's
I
a
mean,
moment.
I mean, when he has the facial
Black.
hair, when Rock had
Yeah.
the facial hair, I can kind of see it.
Okay, sorry, white Discount Dwayne
Yeah, okay,
Johnson.
fine.
Sheesh. God, that's a fucking statement
Like I
and a
said,
half
I'm
there.
trying to get hate.
I mean, do we
Jesus.
really want that though? Considering
Racial
how things
hate?
are.
Yeah.
That's
Why
the
you
last
bring
thing.
race?
That's the last
Even
thing
I'm
you
not
want
that
right
bad.
now. We're not getting canceled like other people have.
Bruh, I want to be the heel of this.
We
Yeah,
tried
I don't
that.
think-
Fucking-
Dude,
I
we
don't think
tried
enough
that a
people
year
watch it
ago,
to
and
be
then COVID
canceled.
happened.
Yeah, exactly. We were fine.
We tried that, then COVID happened, so that didn't really work out.
Yeah.
So that would have been fun though. There's a whole document about that I have saved somewhere. But yeah, that's the end of the takeover predictions. I'll tell you guys more about that when we get off the air. But that caps it off. We have a huge contest to go at. Stay tuned for our WrestleMania predictions coming next week at time of recording, probably around this time of the week. But we will talk more about that when we know more about the card, because it can change at any moment, knowing WrestleMania as it does every year, because they have no idea what the plan was like weeks ago. Crazy, isn't it? But we will see you all for the next video. Stay tuned for more. And as always, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this video and enable notifications if you really want. Check out our social media pages on Facebook and anywhere else you go for social media. I'm Stel from the Sauna, joined by Eric, Szmyt, and Sam, and we'll see you all very soon. Thank you all for watching, everybody.